Recording.
2, 1.
Hi, so today I am going to play Can You Survive on a Deserted Island? Today I'm here with my friends Sierra and Izzy. You can say whatever you want.
Oh, wait, I can now.
No, you can't swear. No,
I can
you can speak, but you can't swear. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys went on a boat trip. And the boat sinks due to two of the most crappiest reasons.
That's depressing.
Yes, it is depressing. And the two reasons are because one, you guys didn't have money to get an expensive boat, so you guys got a wooden boat.
Why'd you waste it all on BTS?
Oh, true, yeah.
And then,
A lot of stuff.
okay, and then two, because you guys were getting attacked by sharks.
If Rome was here, I'd throw him in the water and let the sharks eat him.
He's not here.
Not my fault. Gravity took over.
Okay, so you guys get knocked out and you wash up on the shore of the island. What is the first thing you do when you wake up?
Check for food.
Okay.
Like, what person wouldn't check if they have food?
I don't know. Just, I thought a sociable person like you would have checked to make sure that your other people were okay.
Oh, no, they could be dead and washed up on the shore. They're dead, washed up on the shore, and I don't have food. They are food. Easy as that.
Well, Sierra is alive. I can say that. Sierra is alive. But one of the...
dead, passed out. He is our dinner tonight.
So what is the problem, though, is that one of you guys is a psychopath.
Continue.
And so if
Not you, Sierra.
if you're the psychopath, then you either kill someone or you could kill yourself. Everyone got that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, after you find food or whatever else you want to do, what would you do after that? Like, what would you do to survive?
So after we found food, made shelter, got a fire going, what would we do to survive?
Pretty much.
Sleep?
Like, air filters, buy one off eBay. Let's just hope it ships all the way to the nearest island.
We don't have any electronics, dum-dum, and if they did, they're all water damaged.
Now, make a water filter with bamboo.
This isn't a bamboo. Okay, so let me explain what you have on the island first. Maybe that will clear things up.
Oh, wait a minute, do we have raspberries?
Okay, let me get to the fruit and stuff, okay?
We have raspberries.
Okay, so you guys live on... You're basically in the middle of the ocean. And it's a very, huge... Oh, really? What's going on? Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I don't know the number.
Call from. No one knows the number. It's a mystery.
I don't know that number. I don't know if my mom's trying to call me, but
Wait a minute. How much money is this?
I'm gonna guess $2 because I know you like to flip it.
Nope. $1.25.
Ah. But so let me continue because the phone decided to ring off. So the fruit there is, since you're on kind of like that tropical part of it, you do if you go into the forest, because like I said, this thing is huge. You go into the forest, you can find raspberries, but you would have to travel a long way. But the place where you guys landed in was like a sandy area, so you're probably only going to find coconut trees, which is aka palm trees. So
I don't like coconut.
I know you don't like coconuts, but that's how it works.
Stupid islands.
No, I think it might become psychopath because there's no way that I survive a day without listening to K-pop.
Well,
You can sing their songs.
Okay. So think about it though. If this was like an actual real life situation, I think the first thing on your guys' mind would have been, I need to find shelter, I need to get something to protect myself, and I need to get food.
No. My body
Like, is it like right now? Is it really hot?
Oh no! So you guys probably got a medium luck, because you're not freezing, but it's a distant cold. So basically, you're cold, but it doesn't get any warmer and it doesn't get any colder, if that makes sense. So basically, I think the first thing that you guys should do is get a fire, get shelter, and then worry about, like, weapons.
Can you guys repeat everything? Because I could not hear anything.
Is there an echo? Is that why?
Yeah, it's Sierra's.
I don't know why it's the echo, though. But, so what it is that, okay, so you guys are on a huge island. And there's a part of it is like that beachy area where like it's the ocean where you landed with the palm trees with the coconuts. But if you keep going, if you walk like a good distance, you'll find a kind of semi-growing forest. It's very like, okay, so there's not a lot of trees, but there's a good amount of trees. And then you will find some raspberry bushes, but they're very low, so you cannot take all of them because then they won't be able to make more. They won't be able to make that cycle.
Or what we could do is we could eat half of the raspberries we pick and then like do seed the other half and then grow more.
I don't know if that's how it works, because I feel like it would be like bush, and then they would like make that weird thing. I don't know.
Who knows?
But yeah, so that happened. And then there are predators there. There are bears and wolves.
Get sticks, shade the ends off to a point, get some, and boom, you have.
Okay, so like you said that after you guys got all set up, you would sleep, right? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But yeah, so if you
After I stopped talking, it was weird.
Yeah, but so you said you would sleep, right? After you got everything set up. So like you had fire, shelter, food. Okay. So the next thing that would happen is you would hear rocks tumbling in the middle of the night. Since you're the first one to be awake, because either one of you are on alert, but you hear that. And what would be your first instinct? Would you think it would be an animal or a human being?
I would hope it'd be a human, but I'd probably try to think logically and be like, no, it's probably an animal. Pack up shelter, pack up all the food. Tell Sierra to try and go somewhere deeper in the woods away from the noise.
Okay. So
and check it out, just in case.
So if you heard like footsteps, like human footsteps, would you stay or would you still leave?
Oh no, I'd be more on guard.
Oh, okay.
Like, that person has been on the island longer than us. They know how to survive better. they could think we are animals and food.
Yeah, it's basically based
and if
on
they had like guns or stuff on where they crashed, then they could easily shoot us.
Okay.
So like I said earlier, I'd have Sierra go to another spot, probably the opposite side of the island, away from the human.
So would you do that immediately, or would you just stand on guard until it's morning?
Oh no, I'd do that immediately. And then once we know it's safe, once I know it's safe, I'd go to where Sierra is.
Okay, so you guys move or start packing up and moving. The footsteps just stop because they know that you're moving. And
They're
when
probably gonna try to find a shortcut.
You try to find a shortcut. But that's the thing, you don't know where the direction is coming from. It could be from anywhere. You could literally walk up to them and you would not know.
Well, how big is the island? Like, how many miles?
Oh, geez, you had to ask that. I'm not trying to go overboard, but I feel like if I'm going to make this work, it's at least 1,000 miles.
So about 1,000 of my streets.
That's land that's discovered. There could be like a lot more land that we still don't know about, but like only 1,000 of it is discovered, and only 1,000 of it you would know how to go through.
My mind will naturally like think of the times when I watched the Hunger Games, and like based off of what they did in there, my natural instincts will come in, and I'll just think, remember what they did, and try to be smart like them.
You do realize that they actually brought weapons?
Yeah, they brought weapons. They had medical packs. This is like a completely different scenario. So you guys start trying to look for a different way there, right? Well, when the person is like slowly like mumbling, and they're trying to talk.
Ooh, no. I'm running faster.
So you get to this rocky part of the island. You're still near like the beach area, but it's farther away from the noise. You kind of made a bad decision.
Oh.
'Cause it's me. I was on the boat with you the whole entire time, and I was the one who woke first, which is why you'd only think that it would be you and Sierra.
Okay, then. This is going to be... I couldn't hear anything after you made a bad decision.
Yeah, because... Okay, so let me explain. You remember how I said that you two were on a boat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you brought me along with you, and I woke up earlier than both of you. So I started making my way finding a place, and then I find you guys setting up, and I try to talk to you, and then you guys just book it.
Oh, you were the human?
I was the human, and you guys just left me.
I didn't think you were the human.
I was
the human. I would have gone back.
I was mumbling because I do that. I mumble sometimes, and my parents yell at me for it. So you guys are like halfway across the island, and then I'm just standing there like, well, dang.
Ran 500 miles.
You didn't run 500 miles. You ran about 10.
Which means the island would be 20 miles.
Yes.
Not 1,000.
Well, that's the thing, though. Just because... Okay, so I said you get to a rocky part of the area, and you guys made it about... So you ran 10 miles. That wouldn't even be a third of what the island is. You're still in the first section of where you were. But you're just farther away from me.
Technically, we'd be 10 1,000 closer.
How did you even get that number?
Because you said we ran 10 miles.
Yes.
And there are 1,000 known miles, which means we have run 10 1,000s. We are 10 1,000s into the island.
Yeah, but you're still staying on the outer rim. So basically, you took... Okay, so I need to explain. The outer rim is a beach. And you guys just went straight for the outer rim without even second thought. Meaning you're still on the edge of the island. You didn't go any farther into it. Because fear, you don't think logically sometimes. So, you make interesting decisions.
Nice. I am now under a blanket because I don't feel like doing anything.
Okay. So, what will you do now? Because you still don't know it's me. But I'm letting you know as we are doing this right now that it was me.
What if we saw something that you were wearing on the ship?
If you saw like a piece of clothing when you ran by, yes, that would be acceptable because you can see it sometimes.
Okay, then let's say that we saw some of your clothing that we knew you were on the ship.
Okay.
We run back to you, hoping that you didn't go anywhere. You're still there near the fire we made.
That's probably out by the time that you get back. And I'm just like sitting there.
Oh, you poor thing. I'm sorry. I'd run up to you and give you a hug saying I'm sorry.
Okay, so we're all grouped together now. And I'm going to go follow back you guys back to where you put the new spot. And you asked me what I was doing the whole entire time.
Building shelter.
No, because what I tell you is I went in with nature. I went into a wolf's cave and I befriended one of the wolves.
How'd you do that?
So when I tell you that, your eyes just go wide and you're just like, how?
Yeah, like just now. How?
So I tell you that because I have seen so many dogs, and I read a book about how one time scientists were in the woods, and this was like out of nowhere. A wolf came up to them, and if they didn't touch them so quickly or like make any moves of like hurting them, they came up to them, sniffed their hand, and just sat there.
Like a normal dog.
Like a normal dog. So I took that, brought that into my head, and I said, okay, what can we do to work with this? Granted,
okay, if I knew that information, then I'd just sit down in the cave.
I didn't. Okay, let me explain. So what I did, because I can say this, what I did is that I like stood at the edge of the cave, and when it was like a time where they woke up, they looked at me, and I just sat down. I let them, do a whole sniff thing. Then if they didn't hurt me, I wouldn't hurt them. Granted, they did not give me any food or shelter, but I was at least friends with them. That face is the straightest face I've ever seen.
I have figured out how to change the name, so I'm happy.
Okay. So, once we get there, you guys immediately tell me what happened with you guys. Just like, you woke up, and I'm pretty sure there was a moment where Sierra had like a K-pop freak out because she didn't have anything with her.
Of course, I'll have the K-pop freak out.
He started screaming out the top of his lungs all of the lyrics.
handle life without K-pop, I would just not even live.
Okay.
Be there.
So now I asked the question. Who do you think is the psychopath?
Me.
Sierra.
You think Sierra is the psychopath?
Yes.
Okay.
My own self.
Actually, wait, no. I'm sorry, Layla. I'm sorry. I have to say you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's because you spend time with like all these wolves, and who knows what you did with them.
What do you mean by that?
No, I'd probably just
I mean, like, you could have done something completely psychotic with them.
Okay. So I suggest.
The entire wolf pack.
Okay. So
and ran with one
So we arrive at the camp. You guys tell me what happened, and I suggest we go to sleep because everybody's tired. Everybody's just like, okay. So when we go to sleep, we all wake up in the morning, but we see Sierra just laying down. She's not getting up. She's not waking up. She's just there.
Dinner.
Hold on.
What?
Let me finish. Okay, so we found out because I realized what happened as soon as I saw her. We didn't see anything but her head.
Oh my.
So I checked over and I was like, oh no. So my wolf pack decided to come and take a visit, and they took off Sierra's arm.
Hey, my dinner.
And so she died while sleeping because of loss of blood.
Blood.
Will they be trying to feast off of me?
It's because you have the most meat on your bones.
I have the most bony body in the world, okay? I got thick bones here. I'm big bones.
Okay, so now that Sierra is
How
dead,
dare you?
Sierra's gone.
I'm sorry.
It's just
Good.
us.
I
And
wouldn't survive another day without K-pop anyways, so it's better early than later.
okay, so it's just me and Izzy. And I just stare at her and I'm like, crap. So then you ask me what's going on, and then I tell you what happened. Because I kind of know what happened by the marks on her body. That face. That face is the most scariest face I've seen. So, basically, you just look at me in astonishment and is like, well, how the crap did that happen? The only way they would know that is if they knew where we were.
They followed you. You betrayed us.
No, hold on. So I start explaining that it wasn't that. I said it wasn't that because there were two different packs.
So I'm considered an animal?
And then the bad wolves, which try to frame the good wolves, well, not frame. They're not too smart for that, but they'll just kill anything and they
the alarms of the ambulance was outside my house. I didn't know anything was happening. I
So-
just thought
One
it
time
was
I
normal.
set up a fire alarm at my house, and the funny thing is my mom had to wake me up, and I'm like, what's that soft beeping sound? She's like, huh?
You know, even if there was a fire out, no one could wake me up. Like, if there was fire burning my insides, like, I wouldn't be awake. I would just be there.
So,
Wow.
but anyways,
Sometimes.
so we figured out what happened, and I explained my case that I am not the one responsible. But of course, Izzy is still doubtful. And so I go out and I go try to pick fruit because I know that we need more food, and I'm not
Get
going
me
to be.
raspberries, please, and thank you, and I might.
Okay, so I go out to get raspberries, and I tell Izzy before I go to not eat Sierra because I know that she would be a cannibal.
Oh my jeez. Wow. How could you do me like that? How dare you? Izzy, you're on mute.
You're on mute. Izzy.
I can now hear you.
Okay.
Wait, I couldn't hear anything after I said, if you get me raspberries, I might forgive you.
Okay, so what I said was before I left to get you raspberries, I said, don't eat Sierra while I'm gone because I know that you would be a cannibal.
How could you do that? Why?
And then I come back with like a basket, I'm pretty sure. So like I have them all in my shirt, but I have like a bunch of raspberries. And I come back and I just see Izzy staring at Sierra, and I'm just like, what is wrong with you?
A lot of things.
So I give you the raspberries, and your face is just priceless because you look so happy. And I almost want to die because it's adorable. And so I'm just like, okay. So I then go out again because I found another fruit, but I didn't know what it was. So I went back and I was like, oh. So I bring it back and I'm like, you want a pineapple? and then so I chop up first I try to make sure that the pineapple is good before I start doing anything. And on my way out, I went back to the wolf's den and I saw, okay, so I went back to the wolf's den and they greeted me as usual, and then something got their attention. So I was like, okay. And so I go back and I follow them and I realize that they killed a deer. So I bring some deer home. And I'm like, okay.
But Sarah's body is already devoured on the fire.
Really?
Sarah's body is already on
You
fire.
ate it raw? You ate it raw.
No, it's on the fire.
Okay. So since I saw that, I was like, well, too bad for deer stew. Because I had like everything that was needed for the stew. And then I just see your face. And I'm like, what? Did you want deer stew?
No, see, if it was lamb or bear meat, I would cook it for us.
Because I had everything, and then I just come back and you eat it, and I'm like, so I just ended up chopping up all the fruits, making kind of like a weird fruit salad type thing. Yeah, and I just eat some of that, and then I just look at you, and you're just like right in my face. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, is he the psychopath?
No, I'm the cannibal.
Me. That is not okay.
Okay, so I go check to see if Sierra's body is still intact. And she's still there. She's perfectly fine. She's not missing any limbs. But I noticed that her shoes were missing.
Oh my.
I was like, Izzy? And you're just staring at me like, yes. And I'm like, did Did you eat Sierra's shoes?
No.
Did you take Sierra's shoes?
Yes.
Okay. I got weird. I thought like somebody came that we didn't know and like took her shoes, and I was like, I was a bit worried for a second.
That's morbid. You take a dead person's shoes to wear them. Oh yeah, you like my, Doc Martens. They're on brand. They're brand new. Never got put on a dead person's body. They're beautiful.
Okay, so do you want to sleep or do you want to do some nighttime like stuff?
Nighttime stuff.
Okay, so we stay up because we are the teenagers that we are, and we have like no parenting at all. And so what we do is that we go to because
We
there's
recite all of the anime yandere rap battles.
pretty much just like we either do them or we just like think of the lyrics and we're just like kind of like humming it. But what I suggest is that we should go up to the mountain because there's a mountain. And you just look at me and I look at you and you're just like, but it's too dangerous and we don't have good enough weapons.
Excuse me, no, I wouldn't say that. I'd say, okay, bring a couple of the shaved off wooden thingy bobbers and we'll head up there.
Okay. Well, you gotta be prepared because I feel like I'm going to have fun with this part.
Bring your wolf friends.
So I say, okay, go grab your spear. I'll be right back. And I go to the wolf den and I visit them for a little bit. And then one of them followed me back. So I want to see.
You aren't the type to follow people.
I know, but this one was a puppy.
Oh, that makes
like
sense.
a little baby one. So they don't know it's wrong. Like they're just
stalk someone.
Yeah, because like they were like slowly following me, so I didn't know until I turned around and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh crap!" So I pet it a little bit, and then I bring it back to you to see your reaction.
I couldn't hear you.
So I bring back the pup to you. And I wanted to see your reaction to see if whether or not we could bring it with us. So I'm like waiting for you to turn around after you get all the stuff, just like holding it.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me still?
Well, I heard you say me holding it. I'll wait for you me holding it. Okay, we'll just type.
Hold on, I'm getting to it. Okay. So, you're cut up now.
I can hear you.
You can hear me now.
I can hear you.
Okay. So, I wait for you to turn around, and like I'm sitting there, and I realize that you're too focused on the spear. So I just like snap my fingers, hoping that would get your attention.
Yeah, instead I cut my hand off. No, I don't cut my hand off.
I know, that would have been either way too soon or it probably wouldn't have happened. But so you turn around, and what is the first thing you say when you see me?
I blink at you, I look at the pup, I look at you, I look at the pup, I look at you, and then I say, well, what are you doing with it?
And I'm like, well, so this is a pup, and it didn't
Yes,
know.
I can see that.
it didn't know that it wasn't supposed to follow me.
And that's depressing. Carry on.
So I was wondering if maybe we could bring it with us for our trip to the mountain.
I'll bring it back to its parents. It's too dangerous. I don't want a dead wolf on me because then they'll kill me.
Okay. So I walk back and I said you can come with because you can like wait outside.
Oh no, I'm going in that cave. Thanks.
Okay. So just be prepared because as soon as you walk in with me, they get a bit on guard. And I said it was okay. And then I dropped the pup down and the pup immediately just goes back. It's just like, yeah, mom, dad. And so I said hi and they immediately look at you and they kind of growl a little bit.
I'm used to dogs growling at me. It's okay. Carry on.
And so I said it was okay and I tell you to sit down.
Okay, I'll sit with them.
And so when you sit down, I get a bit scared because they're still growling at you, but they get closer to you. So I'm afraid they're gonna.
I'm okay with that.
So I'm afraid that they're gonna bite you, and as they get closer, they sniff you, and then they sniff me, and then they sniff you, and then they're completely fine with you because I have, like, my scent is all over you at this point because we've been...
Why is that?
Hold on, I'll explain. Because, like, when you first saw me, we hugged each other.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, so they would still smell that.
Are you still taking my limbs with y'all?
Yes.
Bag, you know?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so Izzy thought it was a good idea to bring Sierra's arm with us. And
So you think
Yes, I did.
Dad's best friend's arm in a bag and just carry it along with you for memories?
so, and
Oh my.
I immediately look at her and I'm like, you know that they're gonna want that, right?
Yeah, but it's okay. They can eat it.
You're just like, it's fine. So then the alpha male comes out.
Oh,
And I'm just like, okay, I have not met the alpha male yet. So we might have a problem.
nope.
But I am great friends with the alpha female. So I don't know how that's going to play out. But what happens is that the alpha male...
And then I'm going to run.
So the alpha male just immediately looks at me and then looks at Sierra's arm.
Oh my.
And you can tell that he wants it because you can see a little bit of drool, just like the tiniest bit of drool when he was looking at it.
Layla, if you let her feed on my arm.
And hold on. So what happened is that it was too fast for any of us to stop it, but I know that Izzy probably wouldn't have stopped it. He just immediately grabbed the bag and went back to wherever the crap he came from.
Yep, I'm okay with that.
I'm just like, oh crap, Sierra's probably yelling at us right now because I know that she's a ghost.
She's probably yelling at us in hell.
Pretty much. And then we'll be joining her soon.
You'll probably be going to heaven. Me, on the other hand, is iffy.
Are you sure about that?
It's iffy for heaven.
I am not sure about that. Anyways, so we get out. We get out and we go heading up the mountain. And this is our first bear encounter. And I see the bear and I'm immediately like, crap, I didn't bring my stuff. Izzy only brought her stuff. So I'm just standing there like, what am I supposed to do? And then I hear something in the distance. I look, and I'm like, Izzy, somebody's came here.
Somebody's came here?
Somebody. I said somebody. Well, okay. So, and I look, and I point to a helicopter in the distance.
We follow it.
So, what I do is that I'm immediately just like, okay, we need to get past this bear, and then we can go get it. So, I'm immediately going in like bare-fisted, nothing in hand. I literally have nothing. And you're just sitting.
Ride the wolf.
You're just like staring at me with your spear like, are you crazy?
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm literally attacking the bear, like, I'm trying to get on its back so that I can have more leverage, bare-fisted. So I'm basically just charging at a bear.
That's stupid. And I felt attached strong, but I don't care.
Yeah. So I did that, and then you immediately look at me like, why? And then I get on the back, but it knows that I'm there, and it knows that I shouldn't be there. But then I use it as leverage to get to the top, because it's a very short mountain. It is a very short mountain. So I basically just I stood on top of it, and I pushed up so that I can try and get to the top faster. And I look down at you, and I'm like, come on!
Okay.
And you just stare at me.
No, I wouldn't stare on you. I'd grab a wolf and ride.
You would grab a wolf? The only wolf that could probably carry you is the alpha male.
Yeah, he trusts me. I gave him an arm.
I feel very attacked right now.
I'm sorry you're feeling attacked. But so, skipping the endeavor of you riding on the alpha male, we get to the top and the helicopter comes saves us. But it wasn't a normal helicopter.
Okay.
It was a Mafia helicopter.
Hell yeah, I'm getting in there.
So we both go in there because I'm dumb and I think that they're not gonna hurt us. And you're just like, you're just like, heck yeah, guns, Mafia, yes. I'm like, why are you doing this? And so,
wait a minute. No, the first thing I ask is if they have a bow and arrow.
Oh yeah. And then you would be like, okay. So we get in there, and the Mafia leader, because it was the leader that picked us up, he looks at us and he's like, Izzy, you're frozen. That's why. You're also muted.
Whenever I freeze, I can hear you, apparently. Okay. What'd you say after I said, do they have a bow and arrow?
They do have... Izzy, it's the Mafia. They literally have everything in existence.
They usually only have guns.
This Mafia is different, but it's like the highest class Mafia. And they picked us up, and the Mafia leader looks at us and says, I want you to be assassins for our Mafia.
Okay.
And that's where it ends. That's where it ends. I have to wait for part 2.
Wait a minute, is that a YouTube video or something?
No. I'm telling the people that they need to wait for a part 2 because we're going to do it again.
I still feel attacked, y'all.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you feel attacked. But how do you feel about that? Was that a good story? Was that a bad story? Was that an interesting story?
It was, of course, bad because y'all said it with my arm for memories. Who keeps their best friend's arm in a bag for memories? Yeah, my arm probably already fermented.
It's been like an hour since you've died.
Yeah, but y'all know me. I'm not the healthiest person here.
Doesn't mean you decompose faster.
Disease in my body. You don't even know.
Anyways. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Hey everyone, so I actually had a lot of fun with this video. My friends really liked it, and also my friends were super excited to become part of one of my videos. And the twist at the end was like very shocking for me because it was something that I didn't intend. But when I thought about it for a couple of minutes, I was like, you know what? That would fit. I thank you guys for watching this. This is like one of my longest videos, and the quality is not that good, but I do hope that you enjoyed it and you at least had fun. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Night out.